3. It's just too easy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Even that's easy. 160 pounds is what I'm doing, and it's easy. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 5. Thank you for liking the live. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. If you only knew, been through a lot of very unusual things that you can't even dream about. Can't make up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Oh, well, thank you. No, it's all right. Let's see, where will I put it? No, it's okay. I don't know where to put it. Mm. Well, I saw my shirt was stained, and that's the kind of stain that won't come out. I don't even know what it is. I should just throw the shirt away. 5, 6, 7. Oh, thanks. I'm mad at myself. I've been eating too much. I'm really mad at myself. But then I have to think about why I'm doing it and forgive myself. I know exactly why. What I'm dealing with is pretty heavy, so to speak. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, and a lot of it is self-inflicted pressure because I'm so ridiculously responsible and I care too much, is what people say to me. You care too much about other people. I can't help it. That's how I am. Well, thank you. I could just keep doing this. It doesn't even do anything. It's 160 pounds. Let me try 175. Yeah, I do, actually, Becky. I saw her today. And I thought I had such great positive self talk. She doesn't think I do. She pointed some things out to me that I didn't realize. She was an excellent doctor. But the things that I've been through are enough to drive most people. I keep talking about that and I can't say, but what happened. But it just shows you how strong we are. Focus on activating certain muscles. Oh, I know that. I I started lifting weights when I was 11. Not that I was consistent after that, but that was my first exposure. And when I realized how much I love lifting weights. And the reason I love lifting is two reasons. I'm naturally strong, so I'm good at it. And I can feel the endorphins in my brain being released when I lift weights, and it makes me feel good. It's really for my mental health more than anything. Understand exactly what I gained to protect myself. Yeah, you do have to protect yourself. It's people will take advantage of you if you're a really kind person. I've had that experience. What? I'm not following. I was as a child. You were what? I might act like it, but it takes a lot out of me to make myself come to the gym. I'm still that shy, introverted, timid in a way person, but I force myself every single time. And I guess it gets a little bit easier, but I try not to let myself even think about it. I just make myself, I say it all the time, I make myself go out the front door. I try not to think about what I'm doing just so I go. And then once I get to the gym, I usually do okay. Oh, I'm sorry. My mom wasn't, I didn't have a very good mother either at all. She was horrible, actually. Yeah, it really affects you. You think, well, I'm an adult now, it doesn't matter, but it does. You know, I read the other day, I read that our mother's voice becomes our subconscious mind or becomes like our consciousness. The voice in our head is our mother talking. And I thought, Oh, that's ridiculous. And then I thought about it a lot, and it's true. I always hear her voice. Yeah. I always hear her say, don't be so unrealistic about everything. She always said that to me. You're being unrealistic, Daisha. And I think that all the time. I think, am I being unrealistic? Are my expectations unrealistic? She used to always say that to me. My expectations are unrealistic. That's what she would say. And so I think that to myself all the time. And I have to tell myself, that's mom, not me. That's not how I think. That's my mom, always thinking that you can't do anything. And she had this real defeatist victim mentality. And it definitely affected me. And I don't want to be that way. We can change. We just have to be aware of it. Who's in my room? It's my phone. That would be hard. So, do you talk to yourself about that thought? Do you say that's not true? Or what do you tell yourself about that thought? Because I have to think, no, my expectations are realistic. Like when I divorced my first husband, who was a narcissist, she said to me, well, you're not exactly a spring chicken anymore. You're going to have to go for someone a lot older. I was really attractive when I divorced him and did really well dating. And for her to say I was going to have to go for somebody much older than me because I was old, what a terrible thing to say to me. I always have fights in my head. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. I told my mother the other day, she's still alive. I told her what I thought about her, what she did to me. She did some pretty horrible things. Not overtly, she was just so messed up that she couldn't help it. But still, knowing those things about her and what she did definitely affected me. I don't think you're talking to me. Yeah, that's basically what my mom's attitude is. She doesn't understand how much it affected me and how I think. And it turns out that I'm the logical one between the two of us. I was always more intelligent than she was, more I had far more common sense than she did, and I actually saved her life a couple times. She and then to have that person as your mother. She was academically extremely intelligent. She got her PhD in cultural anthropology from Rice University, but when it came to common sense, she didn't have any. Yes, exactly. No matter what you look like. If I ever if anyone ever treats me badly because of my weight, that's unforgivable to me. Unforgivable. And when I was really heavy and people were not very nice to me, I never forgave those people. I know that sounds terrible, but you shouldn't treat people poorly just because of their weight. They can't help it. They're doing their best. And to me, that's unforgivable. I know that sounds harsh, but that's how I feel. I am not my body. That's only a small part of me. The person, if you're still there, Becky, the person I was talking to made me realize, and I've always known this, but not really thought a lot about it. Have you ever heard of a highly sensitive person? There was a book that came out in 2012, I believe it is, about the highly sensitive person. And they say about 20% of the population is HSP, highly sensitive person. And it's not a disorder, it's just how your personality is, how your wiring is. And I'm very, very much a highly sensitive person. And I wish that I had known that many years ago. It would have helped me understand myself and help other people understand why I'm the way I am. For instance, when I'm in big areas like this, I kind of shut down a little bit, and attitude determines the out. Yeah, I think I'm that way from everyone. It's not easy to be that way. Because of that, they say, and it's true, I know, I feel more deeply, I care more deeply, but I'm also easily hurt. I mean, there's pros and cons. Nature really affects me, beauty really affects me, and music profoundly moves me. I'm very affected by colors. I don't know what the deal is with me and colors, but that's how I remember a lot of things, like those hearts. I mean, I'm definitely a creative type. I think it's okay to be that way if you're with other people who are that way, but boy, I'm not. I can feel that in my knee. Ugh. But people who aren't highly sensitive don't understand people like me that well. They don't understand why I'm so affected by so many things. So, and I have to have a lot of downtime away from people so I can recoup. Yeah. To me, highly sensitive people are probably more intelligent. They didn't say that, but they insinuated it. I watched a documentary last night on Amazon Prime about the highly sensitive person. I have the book, but of course I haven't read it. I've read parts of it, but if you want to watch, it's on Amazon. You can watch it for free if you watch commercials. There are not even that many commercials, but it was really interesting. They had Alanis Morissette in it, and she's a highly sensitive person, and she talked about how difficult it was growing up. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, it's called Sensitive, just the word sensitive. And it helped me understand myself more because I always knew I was different and I didn't like it. I always thought I was kind of weird and didn't understand why I was so different from other people. And now I understand kind of late in life. Well, thank you. That's very nice of you. For instance, I can meet someone and I can tell you all about them just talking to them for like a minute. And I hate being like that. I don't want to know so much. I don't want to. And I've done that since I was a kid. My mom would introduce me to people that she worked with. And I remember telling her about one woman she introduced me to, and she was astounded that I knew all of that and didn't understand how I could know it. So that to me tells me that mom didn't. Definitely wasn't an H highly sensitive person. I don't like it necessarily. I don't want to know so much. I get flooded with information. I am too alone, but thank you. Big Daddy Deluxe. I'm not laughing at you. It's just a funny name. Is there just a Big Daddy Basic or a Big Daddy Special? Oh, have the Deluxe, please. I'll go to Chick-fil-A and get the Big Daddy Deluxe. Invite somebody to go live together. Oh gosh, somebody left this. I don't know who. Oh, really? And why is that? I think I have the ability to react, wait, to read into that sort of meeting and you just understand, yeah, I don't like being like that. It's overwhelming is what it is. It's exhausting being that way. I do not either, yes. It makes me very, yeah. And it's exhausting. I think that's why I need so much sleep. It's because the world is so overwhelming. As much as I'm kind of embarrassed to say that, it's the truth. I don't care anymore. I don't care what people think. I used to care. Let them think whatever. That's how I learn from. I love watching people that are really honest, which is hard to find. And but when I do, I love watching them and hearing how other people think and what it's like for them. It makes me feel better, like I'm not so alone. Did you exercise to get? Wait, do you exercise and get all the machines to the next person? What do you mean, and get all the machines? I don't. Are you saying, do I clean the machine? Is that what you're saying? They don't really do that here. You shouldn't care. Yeah, I'm very private, though, if you can believe that. Extremely private. I guess I'm not. I can't be. If I'm on here, I must not be as private as I think. Oh, believe me, I'm not perfect. I'm very demanding. Very. Oh, in some ways, like if you lived with me, you would be able to watch whatever you wanted on TV. I couldn't care less about TV. Not unless I watched something like a documentary, like I was talking about, but I'm pretty easygoing. I'm demanding just in one way. Well, maybe two ways. You're back. Well, thank you. Is it Raphael? Raphael. I want to see what you said. My ex had me on 10 milligrams of estrogen, was a overload on my body. Oh, your ex doctor. I was going to say your ex. Was he a doctor? Oh, my gosh. Well, I have a Patreon channel that I never load anything to. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. When I get comments on YouTube, I always respond to those. I don't really respond to them as much here. So the past year, it's been on 3 milligrams, and it's been super hard to adjust. I'm sorry. Are you exercising? Because exercise can make you feel a lot better in many ways, Jolene. Especially lifting weights. I think more and more women are lifting weights. I need to go to the gym, and I believe you. I think that. Yeah, it's easy to say and hard to do. I know it. I'm not going as much as I want to either, but I keep hurting myself. I don't keep hurting myself. I injured myself again. And I guess the longer you live, the more injuries you end up having. But I was stupid. I lifted too much weight. I'm in Texas. Yes, to make our bones. That's exactly. I reversed my osteopenia, Rhode Island. I reversed my osteopenia, Becky. Can you believe that? I don't ever hear anybody say that, but I reversed it, and I know it's because of weightlifting. That's the only thing that I do differently. Is I've been more focused on weightlifting versus cardio. If you have a choice between the two, I'd always go with weightlifting. I don't feel very energetic.